Hi everyone and Assalamualaikum.
Hi.
Hai.
Hi.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay.
Salam.
Today we are going to do our group discussion 3, which is the group 2 will recite another poem for our first global issue, which is COVID-19, and all of us will discuss about that poem. Okay, before we start, we start with the introduction first. I start with myself. My name is Muhammad Salihin bin Waizir. My material number is 199030. I'm studying in Bachelor of Chemical Engineering and staying in Kajang at my home. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hai.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
My name is Muhammad HAZIQ bin Muhammad Hasan. My matric number uh, is 198163, and I'm studying in Bachelor of Chemical Engineering. Currently staying at uh, 10 College. That's all.
Okay. So next, my name is Aizat bin IBRAHIM. My message number
Hi.
is yes. Hi. My message number is 198178. So I'm taking Bachelor of Chemical Engineering, same as my other friends, and I'm staying at 10th College for now. And then I think that's all for my introduction.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is HAZMAN bin HUSNIN. My material number is 198554. I'm taking a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering and currently I'm at 10 College. Same with my friend.
Okay. Okay. My name is Ahmad SHUIB. My matric number is 197844.
Okay.
So I stay at the 10 college and take Bachelor Chemical Engineering and Environment.
Okay.
Hi everyone,
Hi.
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 my name is Muhammad IRFAN bin KHAIRIL ANUAR. My matric number is 198435. I'm studying Bachelor of Chemical Engineering and I'm staying in College Pendeta Zabah.
Okay. So all of us have already introduced ourselves. So let's proceed with the recitation of the second poem by Group 2, which are Aizat, Hazman, and also Irfan. Okay.
Okay. So basically, the title of our poem is One Art, written by us. So I hope you guys enjoy our poem. Okay, so let me start. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day except the fluster of lost donkeys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master.
Okay.
Okay.
Then practice losing harder and losing faster. Place and names and where it was you mean to travel. None of this will bring disaster. I lost my mother watch and look, my last or next to last of three love house when the art of losing isn't hard to master.
I misplaced two lovely towns and much bigger. I controlled a few kingdoms, two rivers, and a world. I missed them, but it wasn't the end of the world. I wouldn't have lied even though I had lost you. It's clear that the art of losing isn't difficult to learn, even though it seems to be a nightmare. That's all for our poem.
Okay, basically that's all for our poem written by us, titled One Art. So basically I will explain to bit a simple explanation. So basically it start with some talking about losing is hard to master. So it's just talk about how you lost someone or lost someone you love. It's like it's really hard to predict, and you cannot control people's lives. So it's also said to be lost that their loss is no disaster. So lose something every day means that we will be lose everything. We'll lose something every day. Doesn't mean that it's not like only our life, but maybe something important to us, like things that we love or things that we keep, something that lose, something like that. So in this like COVID-19, basically, our life is threatened by this disease, so it's really bad for us. And then, so it would be hard if like our beloved ones lost our life because of this COVID. So the art of losing isn't hard to master. So it's repeat the same thing because it's really like we cannot control it. It's just fate of our life. Humans will be dead. Everyone will be dead. I think that's all like the simple one for my part.
Okay, thank you, Aizat. So for my part, which is line 7 until 9, the poem is then practice losing further, losing faster, place and names, and where it was you mean to travel. None of this will be disaster. So this time basically means that when we lose someone, it is hard to forget them. So this pandemic COVID-19 is give a negative effect for their family. We for the family, and then when we try to remember them, when we try to remember them, is when the time gone, the we majorly not remember them. So this give a bad negative impact to their family. Okay, so for the next line, which is line 10 until 12, the poem mentioned that I lost my mother watch. So when someone deaf, their things will become a a thing that is very significant to someone, like to her son or her daughter. So when their mother dead, their wash, their clothes will be significant things. So it is surely full of many personal association and memories to those who have dead, who have death to this pandemic COVID-19. And then I think that's all for my part, the meaning. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Aizat and Hazman. Now I will continue for my part, which is the last two paragraphs. Okay. In the poem, we use the word I misplaced, two lovely towns and much bigger. Here, what we meant was everybody has their own hometown. So when we misplace our towns, it means that we are no longer able to go to our own hometowns because of the MCO, right? When the COVID-19 started in Malaysia. So since that, it is really hard to go back to our hometown, and that's why we mentioned that we lost our lovely towns. Then The poem said, I controlled a few kingdoms, two rivers, and a world. I missed them, but it wasn't the end of the world. Here what we want to tell our listeners are that uh, we have many friends. We have many people that we know all around the world, not just inside the Malaysia, but also we also have friends from overseas, our international students, all of them we know. And this outbreak of pandemic is actually happening around the world. So when this is happening, it is really affecting all the people around the world. But this may be a big trouble, a big loss, but this is not the end of the world for us yet. Okay, let's go to our last paragraph. I wouldn't have lied even though I lost you. It's clear that the of losing isn't difficult to learn, even though it seems to be a nightmare. This means that in the COVID-19 pandemic, we heard uh, what we call disease cases, people who died because of the COVID-19. So, yes, we cannot argue with that. We cannot deny what has happened to people around the world for the COVID-19. It is a really big loss for humankind. But this thing we need to take into our own life, into our own understanding that this is happening. We cannot just keep arguing. We cannot just keep blaming each other. This is what is happening in the world, and we need to accept it whether we like it or not. And sometimes if we consider it as a real life nightmare. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you for um, all of you guys for reciting and also explaining the meaning of the poem. So we are going to hear some critiques or uh, comments from our other fellows. I'll start with myself. For me, for this poem, I like the the choose of word and also the um, how the poem is arranged. As we can see, there's some repetitive of words and phrases, such as the art of loss isn't difficult to master. So I think this element in this poem, it make this poem very beautiful and also meaningful to the readers. Okay, so that's from me. How about you, Haziq?
Hello, how about me? Okay. So thank you, group two, recite the poem. So for the poem, what I can say is, if we have lost, if the person lost a loved one, or a person feel distressed from loss or change, we can hear the or recite the poem, so we can feel much better. So from the poem, what I can learn is the many people are experiencing grief during the COVID-19 pandemic. Basically gives a normal response to loss during or after disaster or other traumatic event, where grief can happen in response to loss of life, as well as drastic changes daily routine of sway in life, and usually bring us discomfort and feeling unstable. So from the effect for the COVID-19, from the poem, what I can say is the loss of someone, loss of a loved one. So many people experience multiple losses during a disaster or large-scale emergency event. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we might be unable to be with a loved one when they die, or unable to see the person or with friend and family. Maybe we other losses such as unemployment or not enough making money or reduction in support services and other changes in our lifestyle because of COVID-19. And I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Aziz. I also have a same opinion as you. So, in my opinion, I think this is a very good power because it also give a message to us about COVID-19. So, losing someone during the coronavirus or COVID-19, this is give a lot of challenge to us. So, uh, first, for losing the we loved. Oh, sorry, losing the people that we love. Okay, so right now, I think for us, we stay far away from our family. I think more us we stay at the college, right? So
Yes.
we just connect to our family using the handphone, WhatsApp call, others. So we need to what we call uh, we need to
Communicate.
take this opportunity. Yes, take this opportunity
Oh,
before we lost them or like that. So so sorry. So
it's okay.
because because this COVID-19 is sudden or suddenly occur. So we all are prepared. So we need to prepare our mental, okay, for losing our parents or some others. So I think this is a good point. Okay. So be prepared. Just that. Also, there we need to remember our moments or our memories. So that thing that's all. Sorry.
Okay, thank you
SAIDI.
for the comments.
Oh, no, no.
Ah, okay. So anyone does have anything to say before we
Stay
end our
safe.
discussion today? Okay, thank you.
Don't have anything to say.
No, no.
Nothing?
No, no, no. I
No.
Okay.
think,
Okay, so we have come to our to the end of
And
this discussion. Thank you for everyone for participating in this discussion, and we'll meet again
next week.
in our next discussion next week. Okay,
Okay.
thank you everyone.
okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Sorry,
Bye.
I was
Bye.
Bye.
nervous.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you.